Hello everyone, welcome back to SwitchUp. Today we've got a slightly different video. We usually do our sales video every so often to let you know what's currently on sale, but whilst we were looking through the eShop to make this time's version, we realised that actually there are just as many dodgy games on there as there are good ones.
Yeah, exactly that. So we thought, you know what, we'll chuck 5 good ones and 5 ones to absolutely avoid like the plague. Let's have a look at what we've got this time. The first game that we recommend you avoid is Hello Neighbour from tinyBuild. Now this is 50% off on the eShop, which is going to look quite an enticing deal to many people. If you've watched any reviews or played this for more than 5 minutes, this hide and seek simulator tells you nothing as a player and expects a lot of you. But the main problem with it is the hide and seek mechanic's not fun, and you get caught constantly and have to restart the level.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, even when you get caught, there's no actual consequence. You just get put back outside the house and can just try again. And even at 50% off, it's still £18 on the English eShop and probably about $20 on the American store. This is no sort of bargain, let's be honest.
Goodbye, neighbour. What's next?
Okay then, our first recommended game for this list would be Slain Back from Hell. We've mentioned this once or twice for various different reasons, ranging from the beauty of the graphics, to the absolute quality of the music, down to just how tight the gameplay is. This is a hard as nails platformer with a rocking soundtrack, and for just over £5 at the minute, this is well worth a pickup.
Yeah, I've yet to play that, but it looks beautiful. This has some of the best parallax scrolling I've seen. The gore and blood is a nice little addition as well, let's be honest. That music though, yes please.
Okay, our next game then to avoid would be Hollow. Now we reviewed this a fair while ago now, in fact it was one of our first ever reviews, and we gave it a fairly respectable score. I think it got somewhere in the 60s, although I must admit at the time of review I was about 3/4 of the way through the game, and although it didn't completely wow me, it did nothing to offend me either. And then I got to the ending, and with literally 20 seconds of the game left, the game crashed and continued to crash, and I couldn't complete it. It's since had a patch and the bloody thing still doesn't work. Do not buy this game at all. Don't even look at the game on the eShop. Just scroll on past it.
Yeah, it's such a shame because we did a bloody good review of that one, didn't we? Imagine Dead Space, but you're underwater wearing some really tiny goggles, and you got a good idea of what this one looks like. The next one's called Jotun Valhalla Edition, and it's currently 67% off on the eShop. This is a top-down action-adventure game where you play as a heroine who dies in the first 5 minutes. Some of the boss fights are magnificent and really do look beautiful. It has a real Banner Saga feeling to it as well. I like this Norse mythology, and the game plays very well indeed. For just over £3, I don't know what it is on the US eShop, probably not much more. A game that comes highly recommended.
Yeah, I always feel that any game that bases itself around any sort of mythology just has an extra weight to it. I haven't played this one, but yeah, I might check this one out.
Take me to the crap. Shovels at the ready. Cluster truck. Now, I think Glen and I were very professional when we reviewed Cluster Truck way back when. Some of you might remember it. We were so professional we actually ended up removing it because it was just us laughing and destroying the game at how bad it was. Look, it's not a terrible game. It's just a certain style. And a game like it requires that you have 60 frames per second because it's about timing and repeating the same level over and over to get it just right. What we found so irritating about it was that the physics-based nature of it meant that no two runs were ever the same, so actually working out how to finish a stage felt quite unfair at times.
Yeah, I'm not a PC gamer, so I can't tell you, but I'm assuming this is a keyboard and mouse type of game. With a controller, it just didn't work. You couldn't be precise enough to land on the trucks a lot of the time. Maybe we're just rubbish, who knows, but either way, we didn't enjoy it, so we wouldn't recommend it.
Cue the person down in the comments, start typing now, get good. That's something to write, probably get good.
Okay, my next recommendation then would be Shadow Fight 2. This is one that I reviewed a while ago on the channel. It's a fantastic one-on-one fighting game. What I really enjoyed about this one is that it was a little bit more methodical than some of the fighting games, so it offers you something different to the other games available on the Switch. It reminded me of some of the classic games from the Commodore 64, games of that era, such as International Karate, or even something like Barbarian, where you have to wait for your moment to strike. You can't go in all guns blazing. And at its current price, this one is well worth having a look at.
I do enjoy it when they do that with fighting games. Games like Bushido Blade from back in the day did that, and it's certainly a good game, and one I'd like to play myself. The next game that I would suggest you avoid is the one and only Paranautical Activity. Now, despite being 75% off, if you enjoy getting punched in the ear, you can probably pay someone less than that to do it, to be fair. The soundtrack, it was literally painful. Glen and I actually suffered wounds from playing this game. The control scheme, like Glen said on the last one, this was originally a Steam game. And with a mouse and keyboard, it was okay-ish. When you transfer that to a set of Joy-Cons that keep spazzing out, can I say spazzing out? It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I only played this for about 20 minutes and Mark had the honour of reviewing this one, but those 20 minutes are 20 minutes that I will never ever get back. And that makes me sad. Next game.
I feel sad for you. The next game is one that I was really sad that I couldn't review. It's called Escape Dudeland from Cubic Games, one of our favourite developers. This is an endless runner with a very interesting art style. It does have a slightly childish mechanic that you fart to jump, but I liked it a lot, and it's 90% off on the eShop at 89p. Come on now, you can't buy anything. I've just bought those chips, they weren't 89p.
Yeah, there are a few endless runners on the Switch at the minute. At its current price of 90% off, it's well worth that, to be fair. Bundle a couple together for the next recommendation, and that's Trine and Trine 2. Now, I haven't played these on the Switch, I'll be honest, but I've played both of them on the Wii U. The basic idea of Trine is that you have three characters. You have a wizard.
Wizard!
You shall not pass! An archer and a knight, I think, off the top of my head, and they all have different characteristics. So the wizard, for example, can create boxes that you can use to climb. The archer obviously has a bow and arrow, and the knight can use his shield to guard himself against things, and can also be used as a platform to then climb on. The graphics are absolutely beautiful. Both of them are very, very good looking games. Both games support online and local co-op for up to 3 players, but you can play it singly as well, and you can just switch between the 3 characters on the fly as and when you need their abilities.
I was quite disappointed we didn't get a review of this one. This is 30% off at the moment, both of them. Not bad at all. Our final good game is a game called Sundered Eldritch Edition. It's currently 30% off on the eShop, and this is a game from Thunder Lotus Games. It's the second of theirs we've mentioned. This is a Metroidvania and has a lovely visual style. One of my favourite aspects of this game are the boss fights. They're incredibly challenging and can be multi-stage affairs that feel rewarding and equally challenging. It has 4-player co-op as well if you're a fan of that. And there's over 15 hours of gameplay here. There is some procedural generation to it, and that does become a little bit noticeable, but the overall mechanics are quite good. Check out Jace's review if you're interested.
Again and again. Endless hordes surround me. They hunger for my humanity. Will I resist or embrace?
Right, last game then to avoid. I'm going to be honest here, I haven't played this one. It might be amazing, it might be Game of the Year material. It's probably not, let's be honest. It's called Animal Hunter Z, whatever you want to say. I'm judging this purely on the image of the cow on the eShop screenshots. Just do me a favour now, once you've listened to this video, just go onto the eShop, load it up, type in Animal Hunter Z, look at the screenshot and just look at that cow. Would you pay £4.50 for a game that has that? And look at the bear. Dear me, this game looks shockingly bad. If you've played this game, first of all, you deserve a medal. Secondly, tell us in the comments, is it as bad as it looks? Because if it isn't, I'll hold my hands up, but I'm pretty sure this is an absolute stinker.
The weird thing about it is it looks like you're on a farm with rifles, just shooting animals as they happily graze about their lush pasture. What's that all about? That bear's on a golf course.
You know when you watch Scooby-Doo, right? And they go into an old mansion and there's an old stuffed bear in the corner. That's what you're taking down. It's on wheels. It's just coming towards you. There's no animation. It's a stuffed bear. Let's be honest.
In front of a golf course, and I've just noticed there's a goat in the background. What's he doing on the 5th hole?
Practicing his putting, I think. But he's not even scared. Look, you're shooting a bear and the goat is just standing there, just having a whale of a time. He's loving it, isn't he? I changed my mind. Buy this game. It looks amazing.
It does look amazing. I'm actually moderately intrigued. Nice one. So there comes the end of another glorious Switch Up video. Thank you so much to all of our Patreons who support us every single month. Consider joining them if you would like to do the same. For all things Switch all the time, keep it Switch Up. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, nice one. Take it easy, everyone. Make sure you buy Animal Hunter Z. Looks amazing. And happy gaming.
Too late, already bought it.